Today I am going to conduct the second class on chapter 1, and the name of the chapter is the political movement in East Bengal and the rise of nationalism. Okay, so this is the second class on this chapter. So before the start of my today's class, I would like to show you our today's learning outcome. So dear students, after the class you will be able to say about the Bengali nationalism. Number two, you will be able to about describe about the East Pakistan Muslim League. And last number is that you will be able to describe about the joint front election and the government of joint front. Okay. So before the start of my class, I would like to share something with you, and this chapter is very vital for you as a citizen of Bangladesh, because if you want to be a good citizen, you have to know the knowledge of your basically you have to know the history of your country. Okay, so you have to give much attention, especially chapter 1 and 2. And chapters are very vital to be a good citizen. Okay. So dear student, let's get started about today's class. I am going to the Bengali nationalism. Okay. So at first you have to understand what is called the national of the people of a country, or nationalism is the feeling same language or by their same culture or by their same religion or by their same physical structure. Okay, when the people of a group or when the people of a society think that they are united by one of them, this is called the nationalism. Okay, Bengali nationalism or the emergence of Bengali nationalism between 1948 to 1952, and I have discussed about the language movement in the first class on this chapter. So by the language movement, the Bengali nationalism was emerged in East Pakistan. Okay, so basically by the language movement, basically it helped the people of the East Pakistan to realize that they are united, they are one, or they belong the same language. As Bangla and Bengali culture and Bengali language, and they recognize the importance of Bengali language as national interest. Thus, the Bengali nationalism was emerged in Pakistan. Okay, so that was all about the nationalism. To talk about the next part of our today's class. So boys, this is the definitions of the Bengali nationalism. Okay, but nationalism is the feeling of the people of a country. By the feeling of the nationalism, the citizen of a state think that they are united by their same language or same religion or same culture or same historical background or same physical structure. This Bengali nationalism was emerged by the language movement of 1952. It helped to realize the people of East Pakistan that they are united by their own Bengali language and culture. Other ethnic peoples recognized the importance of Bengali language and culture as national interest. Besides, they started realizing the significance of politics, economy, education, and culture of their own to be recognized as a nation. Thus, the Bengali nationalism was emerged. So, boys, these lines are made by me. Okay, and in your textbooks you will not get this line, so you can use these lines when you write down about the Bengali nationalism. I think you will get good mark in your examination. So boys, now I am going to discuss about some important information regarding the International Mother Language Day. Okay, so this information are very important for especially for MCQ questions. Number one, the 21st February has been observing as the Martyr Day since 1953 throughout the year. So this is one of the important informations regarding the International Mother Language Day. Okay, and since 1953 we have been observing are more than 6,000 languages in the world. This is another important information regarding the International Mother Language Day. And number three, on 17 November 1999, it will be 1999, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organizations recognize 21st February as the International Mother Language Day. Okay, so dear student, there is a typing mistake. Okay, on 17 November 1999. Okay, so this is the typing mistake. So here you have UNESCO, and this is important for MCQ questions. What is the full meaning of UNESCO? United Nations Education, Cultural, Scientific, Cultural Organization. Okay, so this is the full meaning of UNESCO, and UNESCO has recognized our language day or our Martyr Day as the International Mother Language Day on 17 November 1999. Okay. Now, the information number four, some Bengali immigrants in Canada and the diplomatic role of the Awami League government played a vital role to establish 21st February as an International Mother Language Day. So, dear students, to recognize Bengali language as an international mother language, some immigrants, especially who are living in Canada for many years, they played important role. At the same time, that time the running government was Awami League, and that government played a great role to make our Bengali language as an international language by the UNESCO. Okay, so last information is that this day offers the opportunity to the people of the world to show respect to the language and culture of other countries. So dear students, every year and this day this day observes as an International Mother Language Day to show the respect and love on respective languages of all the countries of the world. Okay, so that's all about some important information regarding the International Mother Language Day, and all the information are important MCQ questions. Okay. So dear students, now I am going to talk about Bangladesh Awami League. Okay, so before the start to discuss about Bangladesh Awami League, I want to share something with you. And you know, our liberation war was the most glorious event in the history of Bangladesh, and our liberation war was run by a political party, and the name of this political party is present our running government. That means Bangladesh Awami League. Okay, so first of all, old name. So what was the old name of present Bangladesh Awami League? The answer will be the East Pakistan Awami Muslim League. Okay. Second information regarding Bangladesh Awami League is established. Okay. So this party was established on 23rd June in 1948. So this is the 1949. Sorry, 1949, and then place. So where was this political party formed? Okay, in a conference at Rose Garden in Old Dhaka. Next, first president. So who was the first president of Bangladesh Awami League? The answer will be Maulana Hamid Khan Bhashani, and he was a man of Tangail. So who was the first general secretary of Bangladesh Awami League? The answer will be Samsul Haq, and he was also the man of Tangail. And so who was the joint secretary of Bangladesh Awami League? The answer will be our great national hero, great our father of nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, was the joint secretary of Bangladesh Awami League. So, boys, at the beginning, the name of the Bangladesh Awami League was the East Pakistan Muslim Awami League. Awami League, okay. Then rename the party. Here I want to share one thing with you. The politicians, the members of the East Pakistan Muslim Awami League was secular minded. Okay, so in 1955, the members of this political party subtracted the word Muslim from the name of their political party. Okay. So the party changed its name to East Pakistan Awami League in 1955 by expressing their commitment to secular ideals. Okay, because all the members, all the politicians of this political party were highly secular minded. Okay, so that's what the reason they changed the name of their political party, and they subtracted the word Muslim from the name of their political party. So that's all about Bangladesh Awami League. Okay. So dear students, now I am going to talk about the political manifesto of the East Pakistan Awami League. So at first you have to understand what is called the political manifesto. Okay, so political manifesto means the ideologies, the aims and objectives of a political party. Okay, so now I am going to show you the aims and objectives or the ideologies of the East Pakistan Awami League. First of all, provincial autonomy. Okay, so dear students, to understand provincial autonomy, at first you have to understand what is called the federal system, federal government system. Okay, so federal government system is a government system where we can see the existence of central government and the provincial government. Okay, so the first political manifesto of the East Pakistan Awami League was to establish provincial assembly. That means the rulers of the East Pakistan will rule East Pakistan by their own way. Here the central government, that means the rulers of the West Pakistan, don't interfere the activities of the East Pakistan's government. Okay. Number B, sovereignty of the people. Okay, so basically sovereignty is the supreme power, and this political party will try to establish the sovereignty of the people. That means people will get all the privileges, and all the power will be handed in the common people. Number C, recognitions of Bangla as one of the state language, and this will be one of the this will be one of the aims of this political party. Number D, nationalizations of jute anti-industry. Dear students, that time jute industry was the most important and biggest industry of East Pakistan. Okay, so this political party will try to nationalize the jute industry and give industry, at the same time will try to nationalize tea industry. Number giving any compensations. Okay, so feudal system means there is, and this political party will try to abolish giving any. Okay, then Distributions of land among the farmers after abolishing the feudal system or the jamidari systems. This political party will distribute the lands to the basic among the farmers. Okay, and next manifesto is cooperative system oriented farming. That means this political party will try to create a cooperative system oriented farming. Okay, and where the farmers will work together to produce more crops. So that's all about the party manifesto. When the party manifesto down, you may write down this information, then you will get very good marks in your examination. So dear student, now I am going to go the next part of our today's class, and here I am going to discuss about the jukto point or the joint point. So at first you have to joint point means an election time coalition or election time friendship alliance or an election formed. Okay, and I think you know well for the first time in 1954 a provincial election was held in East Pakistan, and in this election four opposition political party made an election alliance to defeat the Muslim League, and this alliance is called the Jukto Front. Okay, again I am going to describe the Jukto Front. Okay, basically Jukto Front was an election alliance or was an election time friendship alliance among some political parties. So in the provincial elections of 1954, four main opposition political parties made an election time alliance to defeat Muslim League in that provincial election, and this election front is called the Jukto Front. So now I am going to show the definitions of the Jukto Front. So dear student, this question is important for comprehensive questions. That means important for question B. A provincial election was held in 1954 in East Pakistan. In that election, four political parties, especially for anti-Muslim League minded political party, made a front to defeat Muslim League. This election front is called the Joint Front. Okay, so that's all about the definitions of Jukto Front or Joint Front. Now I am going to discuss all about the Joint Front. First of all, established, and this front was established on 14 November 1953. Okay, then second information is that election was held in 1954. So this is another important question. Now, total parliamentary political party. Basically, there are four opposition political party. First of all, the Kishok Shramik Party. Second political party was East Pakistan Muslim Awami League. Third political party name was a Democratic Party, and the name of the fourth political party was Nizami Islam. Okay. So these are the names of the four political party. The Awami League, that means the East. That time it was the name of Awami League was the East Pakistan Muslim Awami League, Kishok Shramik Party, Nizami Islam, and Ganotantri Dal or Democratic Party. Okay. Now, result of these elections. Okay, so in these elections, among the 237 seats, these coalitions, this joint front got landslide victory. That means this front got achieved 223 seats among 237 seats, and Muslim League only got 9 seats, and remained seats got by the independent candidates. Okay, so that was the result. The Jukto Front Juktapont got 22 seats out of 237 Muslim constituencies in the Provincial Assembly of East Pakistan, while the Muslim League got only 9 seats. Okay. Now, 20 on-point election manifesto. In this election, the joint front had 21st or 20 on election manifesto. So here you have to understand what is called the election manifesto. Election manifesto means some promises of a political party to the people in people before any election. That means political election manifesto means some promises of a political party to the voters or to the peoples before any election. Okay. So now I am going to show some of the important election manifesto among the 20 on-point election manifestos. So political manifesto of Joint Front. First of all, Bangla will be one of the state language of Pakistan. Okay. So this point is very important for knowledgeable questions and also important for MCQ questions. Okay. So among the 20 on-point political manifesto, here I will show you only 10 or 11 points, and these points you will have to memorize for your examinations with the number of the point, and number is very important. Okay. Number 2, feudal system will be abolished without giving any compensations. All brokery and certificate system would be null and void. Okay. So what was said in the second point among 21 points point political manifesto of Joint Front? Okay, a question may come in this way. Okay. Third point was that giving fair price, the jute trade should be nationalized, and that was the third point out of 21 points. And number 4, cooperative agricultural system should be introduced. Number 9, free and compulsory. Then we will have to memorize number 9, because number 9 is very important for MCQ question. Free and compulsory primary education will be imparted, and a decent scale of salary and allowance for the teacher will be ensured. Okay. Then 10 is very important, and it is said that Bangla will be recognized as one of the mediums of education. Okay. Then 15 is another important point out of 20 on political manifesto of Joint Front. So what is said in point 15? Judiciary will be separated from the administration. Number 16, this is the vital point. Number 1, number 16, number 15, number 9. Okay, these are very important. Okay, Bardhaman House will be a hostel for time being, and later be developed as a research center for Bangla language and literature. Okay. Number 17, a Shahid Minar will be built in memoriam of the language martyrs. Number 17. Okay, this is very important for you for MCQ question. Number 18, 21st February will be declared the Martyr Day, and it will be a government holiday. And last point, if the Juktapont is defeated in 3 consecutive by-elections, the cabinet will resign. Here cabinet means the Joint Front government, and by-election means when a parliament member of parliament died. Okay. His seat becomes vacant, so our election will be held in absence of him, and this election will be called by election. So if the Joint Front defeats in the 3 consecutive by election, the cabinet will resign. That means the Joint Front government will be resigned. Okay, so that's all about the important points, important points from the political manifesto of Joint Front. Boys, to it's a bit difficult. It's difficult to memorize all of the points, all of the 21 points. Okay, but I will give you suggestion here. You will just memorize 10 points, and these 10 points are very important for MCQ and knowledgeable questions. Okay, so dear students, now I am going to discuss about the joint front government. Okay, first of all, took oath. Okay, and the joint front government took oath on 3rd April 1954. This is very important information regarding joint front government. Then chief minister. So who was the chief minister of joint front government? A.K. Fazlul Haq from the Kishak Shromik Party of joint front was the chief minister of joint front government. A.K. Fazlul Haq. Then tenure. So tenure, that means the time of the government only 57 days. Okay, now dismissed of the government. Okay, so at first I will read out these lines, then I will describe these lines to you. The Governor General of Pakistan, Ghulam Muhammad, dismissed Joint Front on 30 May 1954 on a flimsy pretext of the right between the Bengalis and non-Bengalis at the Adamji Jute Mill and Kornofuli Papers Mills. Okay, so dear students, uh, here you have to understand one thing. The rulers of the West Pakistan that time were selected person. They were not the elected body or elected person. Okay, so they were very afraid about the democratic process of the East Pakistan. So they did not take the democratic process of East Pakistan in good way. So they made a riot. Basically, they made a riot among the Bengali and non-Bengali in East Pakistan. At last, the Governor General of Pakistan, Ghulam Muhammad, dismissed the joint front government. Okay. Other informations. So, other information here. Sher-e-Bangla A.K. Fazlul Haq was house arrest. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was arrested, and 3,000 workers from of Adamji Canton, Adamji Jute Mill and Kornofuli Papers Mills were arrested. Okay, so then the despotic regime began in East Pakistan. The frequent changes of government in the center and provinces increased unrest everywhere. In the end, they tried to prevent the crisis by imposing the martial law in 1958. Okay. So dear students, this is very clear. The rulers of the West Pakistan were not the elected person, so they did not take the democratic process of East Pakistan in good way. So they made a right, flimmy style right in East Pakistan between the Bengali and non-Bengali at the Adamji Jute Mill and Kornofuli Papers Mills. And at last, the Governor of Pakistan, Ghulam Muhammad, dismissed the joint front government. And the tenure of this government was only 56 days. As a result, Sher-e-Bangla A.K. Fazlul Haq was house arrested. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was house arrested, and 3,000 workers were arrested. And after 3 years, that means in 1958, General Ayub Khan declared the martial law of Pakistan. Okay. So, dear students, now I am going to going to go the last part of our today's class, and the name of this part is the evaluation part. And here I'm going to ask some questions to you, and you should try to give the answer of these questions. First of all, when did the UNESCO declare Bangla as the international mother language? Then I think you all will be able to give the answer of these questions. 17 November 1999. Okay. Number two, how many political parties were there in Joint Front? Basically, there are four political parties in Joint Front. Number one, Kishak Shramik Party. Number two, East Pakistan Muslim Awami League. Number three, Nizam-e Islam. Number four, Democratic Party or Ganotantrik Dal. Ganotantrik Dal. Okay. Next, who was the Chief Minister of Joint Front government? Shere Bangla Ike Fazlul Haq was the Chief Minister of Joint Front government. Number four, what was the first point of the 21st point of Joint Front? To establish Bangla as one of the state language of Pakistan was the first point of the 21st point of Joint Front. Number five, when was the East Pakistan Muslim League formed? On 23rd June 1949. The East Pakistan Muslim League was formed. Okay, so that's all about our today's class. So before the end of our today's class, I would like to say you again one thing. The chapter is very important to be a good citizens. Okay, so to be a man of value, not man of success. Okay, if you want to be a man of value, you must have to know about your history, about your culture, about the norms, behaviors of your society. Okay, so dear students, thank you very much for your kind patience. So next time, see you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz.